Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel VW Sensor. Welcome to our online class. This class completely presented in English language only. Basic electrical engineering subject. Myself. Please follow all this. Please, this is my channel. Please subscribe and like, share for more updates related to basic electrical engineering subject. So let's start the class. In the last class what we have discussed, just we have to see 2 or 3 minutes for our connectivity for better understanding. So in the last class what we have discussed is that topic is what is matter. Matter is nothing but everything around us. Everything around us means everything, and everything around us, that is anything in the universe, any substance in the universe, that is called as matter, and it is also substance is also called as material. The material is called as substance. So that's why anything in our universe or anything in our home also, that is called as matter. It's maybe the forms of matter we can see. Matter, it occupies the space. The forms of these matter can be it is available in three forms. First one is solid, liquid and gases. This is the major forms of this matter. Examples of this matter is solid, liquid, gases. For solid, earth, copper, bones; liquid, water, milk, blood; gases, air and CO2. So that is our subject related example, that is called as important matter is copper. So that's why we are taking here only copper as example for this matter. So these are the example for this what is matter. This is the solid matter, this is the liquid matter, this is the gas, and these are the examples we have discussed in the last class. This is very small overview. So this is also we have seen already. Just listen. This is observing matter internal structure at our home. Just what we are doing, just we are plugging this into the socket and then we are getting this light, but we don't know in this conductor and this wire what happening in the internal and what is the internal structure of this conductor. But by using this microscope we can see what is the internal structure of this wire or conductor or matter. By using this super microscope we can view this what is the internal structure of this conductor or copper. By using this microscope, this is a copper we are using. This is called as matter, that is solid. Copper is the basic material which is widely used in the basic electricity or in electrical industries for transferring electricity and generating electricity, for getting electricity, for producing electricity. In this electrical department, mostly used material is called as copper. So that's why now we have to observe the internal structure of this. Whenever we are giving input supply to this bulb by using this wire or matter, here we are getting light, but we don't know what happening internal structure. What is the internal structure of this conductor? This is the copper. By using this microscope, if you see, by using this in the microscope, we will get this type of figure. We will see the internal structure of this is copper. By using, if you want to see more and more everything in this, what are this? If you want to know, if you by using this super microscope, you can view this diagram, this particular picture. Then these are the number of atoms. This is completely entire. This is the one material. That's why these all atoms are same structure. These all atoms are belongs to one material. That's why these all matters are having same structure and same phenomena. So if we see one atom, then we will get understood what is the internal structure and what is the internal working process of this copper. So to know what is the internal working, internal structure clear of this matter, copper material, here we are using super microscope. So when we are watching or when we are seeing by using this super microscope this picture, then we are getting this type of atomic structure of this copper material. So this is today we are going to discuss, that is called, topic is called a structure of a copper, that is atomic structure of copper. So this is today we are going to, that is matter is nothing but what? Matter is nothing but it is made up of a n number of atom. Matter consists in divisible particles are called atom. Is it clear? That is we have discussed in the last class. So our today, our that is important is our today topic, today class topic is atomic structure of copper and what is electricity. We have to discuss now. So this atomic structure of copper, this is can be explained by modern electron theory. This is why, because modern electron theory is nothing but electricity is nothing but the flow of free electron is called as electricity. That's why this structure of copper, atomic structure of copper is can be explained by using this modern electron theory. So we have to concentrate on only electrons. Why? Because electricity is produced by the help of these electrons. So we have to concentrate on these electrons. So modern electron theory, by using this I am going to explaining this atomic structure. So please listen carefully. So if you observe this figure, in this atomic structure of copper, atom composed three fundamental particles, which are invisible to bare eyes. The three important particles are, one is neutron, it has no charge. That is next one, proton, it has positive charge, electron, negative charge. So particles of atoms are called as electron. So electron is negative, proton is positive, and neutron is, it has no charge. Please observe this figure once. This is the atomic structure of a copper. In this is central point is nucleus. It has that is protons and nucleons. These circles are called as electron orbits or cells. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 orbits or cells. Here these red dots are called as electrons. Here the last orbit, one red dot, this called these are all dots are electrons, but in the last orbit cell this electron is called as valence electrons. There is a lot of difference between this electron and valence electrons that we have to see now. So basically what is electricity is nothing but electricity is the flow of free electrons, that is it is also called as electric current. So we have to see now. So this is the atomic structure of a copper. So in this all the protons and neutrons are bound together into a compact, that is nucleus. This is a nucleus. Next point, electrons are arranged in a different orbits and electrons are stationary, not stationary particles. These all are orbit cells. In this, these electrons are always moving, which are not stationary. That is, electrons move around the nucleus in different paths or orbits. These are all circular called orbits or shells or paths. The different orbits are called cells and possess certain energy. Hence, these are also called energy cells or quanta. The orbit which is closest to the nucleus is always under the tremendous force of attraction, while the orbit which is farthest from the nucleus is under weak force of attraction. This is a very important point, that what is the difference, to know what is the difference between this electron and this valence electrons I am explaining now. This is the nucleus and this is the first orbit, second orbit, third orbit, fourth orbit. Here this nucleus and this is the first cell electron. In between this is the electron and in here this is a nucleus. This is very closest to this nucleus, so that's this nucleus point. That's why in between there is a attraction force is very high. In between the attraction force as compared to this point, here the attraction force is became some amount very weak as compared to this point. Here less as compared to this point. Here if you compare this orbit cell to this nucleus point of this particular orbit cell, here having this cell is very closest to this nucleus, that's why the attraction force is very high. But as if you compare this orbit to this nucleus point, there is a attraction force is very weak. So that's why the what are the electrons are presented in the last orbit, these electrons are called as valence electrons. Valence electrons means there is a attraction force between this nucleus point and this last orbit presented electron. Attraction force is very weak, so that's why these last orbit electrons are called as valence electrons. So the nucleus exerts a force of attraction on the revolving electrons and holds them together. So here these valence electrons, which are very responsible, and by the help of these valence electrons only we are getting current. This is the main source to produce the electricity. So we have to see that definition. The electricity is nothing but the flow of free electrons, that is called as electricity. I am giving one analogy example to understand this basic definition of this electricity. So this is the chain wheel system of any cycle, or you can take for vehicle. Here this is the point I am assuming this is the first point. I am taking this point as 1, and this is complete chain cycle. Whenever I am applying force to this pedal, this wheel will be moving. It is rotating under the force. It is rotating. This before applying force to this pedal, this point is here. Whenever I am applying force to this pedal, this wheel is rotating, means this point will comes to here. Means this point is coming to here, means this point moving. This point is not stationary. Whenever I am applying force here, this point is completely moving from this point to this point. In the same way, you have to understood this is the internal structure of a copper. Here this is the valence electrons. Whenever we are giving external force, external energy, external voltage to that copper material, in that copper material there are n number of atoms are presented. N number of presented atoms, in that n number of valence electrons are presented. Whenever we are applying external supply or voltage to that copper material, these valence electrons are moving, are escaping from this orbit, and they are flowing in the conductor in the free space. Then the flow of this n number of valence electrons, they are becoming free. So that's why the flow of these all the electrons is called as electricity. This electricity we are getting by applying some amount of voltage. Is it now clear? The definition of electricity is nothing but the electrons revolving in the farthest orbit are hence loosely held to the nucleus. Such a cell is called the valence cell, and such elements are called as valence electrons. In atoms, such valence electrons are loosely bound to the nucleus, that at room temperature the additional energy imparted, means additional energy we are giving to that particular material, to the particular valence electron, causes them as to escape from the cell and exist as free electrons. That is, the electron of the outermost orbit has a poor binding forces with the nucleus and move freely from one atom to the other in the matter itself. Therefore it is known as free electron. When this valence electron become free by the help of external energy, these electrons moving, these electrons giving electricity, this is ready to produce the electricity. That is, the valence electrons that are very loosely attached to the nucleus of an atom and can be easily detached are called free electrons. Such free electrons are basically responsible for the flow of electric current through metals. That is called as flow of free electrons is called as electricity. Here that is called as, what I am saying is nothing but simply the electricity is nothing but whenever we are plugging this into socket, here the force we are apply here, the by the help of that force in this conductor wire, there are n number of atoms are presented. In that atoms there are n number of valence electrons. Whenever we are applying this external energy to that particular valence electron, they become free. The flow of that free electrons is called as electricity. That electricity we are watching by the help of this bulb in the form of light. This is called as electricity. This is the definition of electricity. So summary, what you have learned today is that is called as atomic structure of copper and what is electricity. For more for details, please WhatsApp, please follow all this. So please like this and subscribe and share to your friends, and for more updates, and please comment. In the next class, the topic we have to see a very interesting, what is voltage and electricity. The complete overview of what is voltage and what is electricity we will discuss in the next class. Thank you so much for listening class. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.